it's Emma Lou, and welcome to my channel. For many of you, this may be your first time seeing me, which is understandable because this is my very first video on my channel. 2020 is almost upon us, right? I think today's like December 30th, or we're getting closer to the new year. And right now is a time that everyone is making their New Year's resolutions. I'm gonna be honest, I used to be on the camp of New Year's resolutions are so stupid. If you're gonna change your life, you don't need a new year. But you know what? Right now is a really motivational time, right? We just came out of the holidays. We've been eating a lot of food. We've been really lazy. We've been able to kind of reflect on the year. And not everyone's resolutions are to lose weight. Maybe your resolution is to stop biting your fingernails. Maybe your resolution is to read more. Maybe your resolution is to make a friend. Whatever your resolution is, right now is a really good time to reflect on what you've done in the past year, what you've done well, what you maybe haven't done so well, and what you would like to change this year. This year is especially cool just because it's 2020, right? We're leaving what was the last decade called? The tens? The aughts? Did I make that word up? I don't know. The point is, 2020 is a year of change. It's a year of clarity. It's a year of new beginnings. And that's very exciting. I wanted to give you guys my 5 top tips, my five tricks to meeting any goal that you set, but especially for 2020. Tip number 1, identify your goal, right? That should probably be the most obvious, but it can be a little bit overwhelming, right? You don't want a goal that's too crazy, but you also want a goal that's still gonna push you. So the first thing you need to do is you need to identify your goal. Not only do you need to identify your goal, but you need to figure out why it is that you are making that goal. Because if you don't have your why, you're probably gonna drop your goal pretty quickly, right? Let's say your goal is you wanna do something scary, okay? You wanna do something that pushes you, that gets you out of your comfort zone. Well, what is it? What is scary to you? Maybe that's applying for a new job. Maybe you don't like your current job, but you're scared you're not going to succeed in a new job, or you're scared of rejection, or you're scared you're not going to find anything. Maybe that's your scary thing. Or maybe you want to go skydiving, which is a completely different, spectrum of scary, but maybe that's what your goal is. Maybe you really want to do something that you never dreamed you would do. You want to skydive. You think that will get you out of your comfort zone. It'll make you do something that you think that you've never done before, which can be super motivational. If I can skydive, then I can go try for this really crazy job that would be a dream to have, right? Or if I can skydive, then I can go ask that cute girl out, or whatever it is. I think doing something scary could be a really cool resolution. Let's say your goal is to lose weight. So now you have your goal to lose weight. How are you need to identify your why. Is it because for vanity purposes? Is it for health? Which I think is a little bit, now I think most of the time whenever you're losing weight, a large chunk of that is for vanity purposes. But another part of that is how you feel. The energy that you have, the motivation that you have. It's also just better for you. Maybe you want to live longer. Maybe you have children and you want to teach your children how to be healthy. Number 2, break it down and make a plan. You have to know what you're going to do. So it's one thing to say, I'm going to lose weight this year. Okay, that's awesome. Lose weight. But how are you going to do that? You need to make it very clear. How are you going to do that? I like to write things down. I like to have a guideline or a list so that I know what I'm achieving, what I'm working for. So if I'm trying to lose weight, I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to make myself go to the gym 5 times a week. And then I'm not going to drink sodas. I'm not going to eat at Taco Bell every day, right? You need to make it very clear how you're going to achieve your goal. Number 3. Okay, now, this one can be one of the hardest ones to accept, but know that this is gonna take some time and also hard work, okay? I think it's really easy to get into the mindset of, I don't wanna do hard things. I can't do it. It's hard. It's too hard. Don't tell yourself something is too hard. First of all, get that out of your mind. It is okay and a good thing to do hard things. And I think we forget that a lot. We need to do hard things. If you don't do hard things, you're not going to progress. If something is hard, that probably means it's really good for you. Anytime we do something hard and we can push through and we succeed, and it's really challenged us, that was a good thing. We have grown and we have learned from that. So if you want to achieve something, if you want to change something in your life, it's likely going to be a challenge. Every once in a while, you get something kind of easy. For me, personally, cutting out soda was really easy, but that's just me. There's a lot of people that really rely on soda, or even like coffee. I don't drink coffee. I don't drink tea. I don't drink anything in the mornings to get me going, to get that pep in my step. And that's something that for me has been really easy. And for other people, that would be a real challenge. But then there are things for me that seem almost impossible. Like for me, I love sugar. I love donuts. I love cake. I love cookies. And if you take that away from me, I'm like, oh. And there's going to be a lot of people that are like, I don't need cookies and I don't need cake and I'm fine. So accept that whatever you're going to do is probably going to be hard, because that's why it's your resolution, right? It's something that you have struggled with. And it's going to take time. This is not going to be an overnight thing. You need to accept that. You need to embrace it. Because if you don't do that from the beginning, you're going to be one of the people that everyone's making fun of at New Year's resolutions, who's like, oh, I'm going to do all these great things, la la la. And then like 2 weeks later, you're back to your old habits and you're not even worrying about change. Okay. Or you're sitting around being like, I'm never going to change. I'm always going to be this way, blah, 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 blah. Don't be that person. Accept that it's going to be hard. Accept that it's going to take some time, and that's okay. Number 4, you have to be consistent. And this kind of goes with the time thing, but you need consistency. You need to make more good choices than bad ones, right? There are probably going to be times that you're going to mess up, and that's okay. That is okay. You can always restart. Just because we're at the beginning of the year does not mean this is the only time for change. That doesn't mean this is the only time that you can make those goals. And it also doesn't mean just because you mess up, it doesn't mean you're never going to be successful, right? You messed up. You're human. That's why this is a resolution for you, because this is something that is hard. This is something that is challenging, and this is something that you want to change. So you just need to remember to be consistent. And then number 5, and maybe this might seem like really obvious, but you need to act on it. You have to so now you've gone through that, you've identified your goal. You've identified why you want it. You've broken it down and you've made a plan. You've accepted that it's going to take time and hard work and consistency. Now you need to act on it. You need to actually follow through. You need to do your plan. You need to trust yourself. You need to follow through, and you need to do it. Again, if you mess up, that's okay. It is okay to mess up. We're human. You just need to keep trying. No matter what time of year you're setting goals, whether it's New Year's, whether it's July 4th, whatever it is, I know that you can do it. This year, one of my resolutions, I have a couple. One of my resolutions though is for weight loss, and I'm going to be documenting that on my channel. If that is something that you would like to watch and see, please press the subscribe button. If you just want to feel inspired, also press the subscribe button. If you liked this, press the subscribe button. Please press the subscribe button and the like button and maybe make a comment. I'm just saying, I'm a fun person. Thank you so much for watching, y'all. If you would like to share your New Year's resolution, leave it in the comments below. Or maybe, like I said, maybe it's September 14th and you decided to start a new journey in your life and you're watching this video on just to figure out how to achieve your goals. Leave a comment below. Say what your goal is. Make a statement. Say, yes, I am doing this. We can all support each other and help encourage each other to make our goals a reality. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Please hit subscribe, hit that like button, and I will see you next time. Bye, y'all.